Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well, given your circumstances. The reason I'm writing is that circumstances can change quickly, just like the weather. Today, I want to reveal something that will make you think about what the most important decision is that we should make. We all know how historical conditions have worsened, and this is something we cannot ignore. We must be prepared for any adverse situation that comes into our lives, especially when the information is often unknown to people, given that it concerns information from the spiritual world. We know that there are prophecies, and when they are spoken by the greatest and most widely read book in history, that is, the Word of God, these prophecies have often, for the most part, been fulfilled. Now, an event is coming, a prophecy of 3 days of night, 3 days of darkness that will encompass absolutely all of humanity. We know that this is an event that has never happened before in our time of existence. So many days of darkness at once throughout all of humanity. There are parts of the world, like the northern regions where North America is located, that experience polar nights. We are aware of those areas, but that is only in that part of the world, not something worldwide. We know that this happened once in humanity when there were people who experienced the darkness, the profound darkness that enveloped humanity during the plagues of liberation that God inflicted upon the Israelites. We know all about the mindset of the people at that time, even though it was an era without electricity as we know it. But there were lamps, and they themselves described this plague as something so tangible that the darkness could almost be felt. Now, in this time we live in, this is happening worldwide. But why is something so great going to happen and we are not prepared? It's because we haven't lived a more spiritual life. The life of human beings today is more based on the material than on the spiritual. That's why I'm talking to you and explaining this and urging you to seek God. This conversation I'm having with you is based on these prophecies that are coming, because after this prophecy, there are other prophecies that will be fulfilled, and they are even more terrible. And we know that we are not prepared if we are not walking in the paths that the Creator has designed for those who are to be survivors. And in this coming event, the only thing I want to tell you is this. Remember what happened with the Euphrates River? You saw how it dried up, because we see that there is a prophecy linked to this event that has occurred with this river. The first involves one of the 4 angelic creatures that are trapped there, which were condemned by God in a judgment and are destined to rise up in these last days, causing harm, desolation for a large part of humanity living in those areas. That's one of the first prophecies that will come to pass. It says that this will be like an opening for an invasion of God's chosen people, and this will result in a moment of such intense global attention, and so many problems related to this war that the minds and hearts of many will be shaken. What I want you to understand is this. All of this will happen. My question is, were you informed? Did you know this? What can you do? To be continued.